Since it's been quiet today, I decided to make a video, and maybe I will make another one later. So tune up if you want. I just wanted to speak about how people they can't communicate and they can't talk anymore for some reason. Like since Corona, like or a few years, maybe even a year or two before Corona, everyone start like getting into their own cocoon and they can't really like have a conversation and they can't really talk. Because of my job, I meet a lot of people, and even before I start doing this, like even before that, um, like you talk to someone like, "Hi, how are you today? You okay? Busy? Whatever," and then they just answer the questions. I know some people they just don't want to talk in general. They will be like, "I don't want to talk to strangers or whatever," but in general, like you meet people, they do want to talk, but they have got nothing to talk about. Like you have to drag them, you have to actually like drag the conversation out of them, and then we start like actually, yeah, they have good stuff to talk about, they have good things they want to say, but at the start no one like actually like know how to start a conversation or to carry on a conversation for some reason. I'm not saying no one, like completely no one, and I'm only the only one in the world knows how to have a conversation, but I'm saying that most people are not, and I meet lots of people like every day because of work. I meet lots of people, so it just struck me earlier that like, how many people like you ask them, how are you, how is everything going, busy, yeah, and then they will stop. They will sometimes you would understand from like the start of the conversation if they really want to have, if they want to talk or not. The people that they don't want to talk, you ask them, hi, how are you today, you okay, they will just answer the question, they will not ask about you. But the people they do actually want to talk, they will go like, yeah, I'm good, how are you today, busy day, whatever, and they like kind of trying to engage the conversation. And then once you answer and you ask them what they are doing, it just the conversation gets quiet, there is nothing else to talk about. I understand there is no common things to talk about, but you have to kind of like drag them in, like pull them into the conversation, so they start opening up and talking. Like I found talking to a stranger is more opening than actually talking to someone, because you actually can say some stuff that you probably won't regret because you probably never see this person before. So I find it like kind of like it's much better than talking to someone who is going to give you an opinion and you can argue about it, and then you're going to have a fight because of each one's opinion. But when you're talking to a stranger, you can say whatever you want and it does not matter, because I don't think you are going to meet that person again. Especially in my job, I'll probably never see like the same person for like forever if I ever see them again. So like everyone is hard to talk to, everyone is kind of like, even like they are not in their own cocoon, they are like in their phone, like they would like they have got stuff to say, because I see them, I'm looking at the mirror, they're waiting for you to say something, but they don't want to start the conversation because they don't know how to start the conversation is very easy. Like I don't know why people make it so difficult to actually have a conversation with people, share other opinions. Like if you go to like the internet, I spoke about this before. Like if you go to YouTube, Instagram, whatever, you go into like through shorts or reels or TikTok or whatever, you are always going to see the same thing that you like. You are not going to see anything different. So if you like, I don't know, boxing, MMA, whatever, football, whatever you are into, you are always going to see the same thing all the time. So you are not going to see something different from what you actually see. Like I don't know, I like certain comedian, but I don't like the other one. But I never watched that comedian before. So I would just formulated an opinion from listening to other people, but I never actually watched that comedian. So instead of me going to check it, I will not, because I'm already like you or me. I'm already watching my favorite comedian every day in my shorts or on my reel. I don't see the other person to like formulate an opinion about it. So I think like it's good to kind of like go through different opinions, different kind of conversations, so you kind of melt things up and like, start thinking for yourself, because we don't have that luxury. Everything is kind of forced on, not forced. It is like instead of, because it's an algorithm thing. So if you like something, the algorithm does not want to change it for you. so he wants you to come back, so he's going, he or it will always bring for you something that you're going to always enjoy and always come back to the platform. So but instead, if you are outside, I think you should talk to people. I think you should have a conversation, but people don't know how nowadays. Like even in dating, like everyone is like in Tinder or in Hinge or whatever, and like they you don't, it's very hard, like when you go out to meet someone, like it's considered weird now. Like as I said, I talk to a lots of people, okay? I'm not talking about myself, but I listen to a lots of people every day. I meet a lots of people, I have got lots of friends, so I kind of like listen to them, and I can see it on the internet as well. I can see it, like people don't talk. Like you go and you try to meet someone outside is weird. Like now, talking to someone outside or talking to a girl and they try and like to maybe have a conversation with her, it's considered weird. You know, like out. I remember before when I go out, I will meet people outside, like a group of boys or group of whatever, and you meet and you have a conversation. You start having whatever and they, like laugh and whatever. But now everyone like trying to stay away. Like I don't know you, so stay away. Don't like they are not. They don't want to talk to you, but they got used to like kind of staying in close to the people that they just know, and the people that they grow up with, and the people that they know, and that's pretty much it. If you try to get closer, like to make new friends, is one of the hardest thing. Especially if you once you grow older, it becomes more harder. But when you go out, you usually like I don't know, usually like speak to people, have a laugh, whatever. I remember if I go on holiday or whatever, like I always like me and my friends or what, or, we try to like talk to people, have a conversation, have a laugh, where to go from here, what to do there. But here it's different. Like I don't know. Share if you think I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm sure I'm not. I'm sure I'm not. Like you see it. Like I don't know. It is it is weird. Like to think that people like now they don't know each other unless you are on the internet. Girls they will not talk to like boys unless it is on the internet nowadays. Like probably to fancy you or to look at you, you have to look from far away and see if you look rich first. That this is the stages it goes in my mind, okay? And I'm not talking about myself. I don't need any of that, so I'm good. But they will look at you like from far away. Do you look rich first? If that's checks, then it goes to the next thing. Do you look good? That's checks. And then after that, if you come closer, then you're talking about your personal life and everything. That's how they formulate, like you they in my opinion, that's how they formulate their opinion. Online they will actually go check you out and everything, but outside it is much harder. Like it used to be like your sense of humor, like with friends, whatever, like how you talk to people, if you are nice or not, if you are being like courteous, if you are being like I don't know, kind of like gentleman and things like that. But now is formulated around like material instead of actual like you know, like your as your personality, as the way you kind of go through life. I don't know how to explain it. Man, English is bad. Excuse me. My English is really bad. But in general, that's what I think. Like it 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 feels like to have a conversation with someone. Again, I'm not talking about myself. I know some people they don't want to talk to other people, like to me in general. Like if they don't know me, they don't want to talk to me or whatever. But like even hearing from people, even listening to other people, like yeah, I have 18 years old and 19 years old, and they tell me like they never walked up to like a girls or whatever in the street. Like, what do you mean? Like not in the street, like in a nightclub or in a bar or whatever. Like you never, like 20 years old or 22 years old, and you never did that. How? Like are you living somewhere in the basement or whatever? Like No, they just don't like. Maybe the rejection thing, that's to do with the relationship, but to do like in general, people don't know how to have a conversation. How we say it again and again, people don't know nowadays how to have a conversation, how to carry on a conversation, how to like even argue about stuff without going back to the internet or the comment section and start saying this and that, whatever. I'm getting agitated. I think that's all for now's video. Let's get a little bit longer. Anyway, that's all for now's video. I'll probably come back later. The day is still long and it's quiet at work, so I might come back later and post another video for you guys to hate me a little bit more. But in general, thank you very much for watching. I will see you later. Have a good day. Bye bye.